Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota RAV4 Limited in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, you will find a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission. Gets up to 203 horsepower and 184 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 1,500 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, fog lights down below. The whole way across your front end here, you'll find these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensor, and directly underneath the front-facing logo is the front-facing camera. Onto the side here, you've got your 19-inch alloy wheels. Then side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and then additional cameras underneath, along with puddle lamps to contribute to the surround view camera effect. On both of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about these guys a little bit more on your driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top you have black roof rails. Approaching the back of the vehicle here, on the right-hand side, you have your limited all-wheel drive trim level badge. And then all the way across the back, just like the front, you've got backup parking sensors. Left-hand side is the RAV4 badge. Underneath there is a hitch receiver installed, and then underneath your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up the cargo space, reach next to the camera and press the button, and the hatch should automatically raise up. Looking inside here, you'll find your second row seating has a 60-40 split on the left-hand side. This allows each side of the seats to function independently. If you're looking to lay the seat down flat to extend the cargo space up, you can do so by releasing these handles on the top outside corner of the coordinating seat you want to lay down. Now, across the back space here, this is your interior cargo cover. This guy extends outwards, locks into place on these little hooks on either side, and helps to keep private any goods you keep stored in the rear space so that nobody can look in through your rear windows and see what you have got in here. On the right-hand side, you can see that we have the RAV4 carpeted mats, so the original ones in great condition. On the left-hand side, along the back here, this is your interior cargo net. Currently, it is stored away, but the function of this is to help to do a couple things. One is to reduce the amount of movement of anything you keep stored in this rear space. So you simply hook it up to any one of these 4 cargo holders, these little silver hooks that you use. Typically people install it across the rear back space here. Helps to reduce the amount of movement of any cargo you keep back here. It also has a built-in envelope design, which means that you can tuck goods into it to help give them easy access as soon as you open up the space, and so that they're not moving around all over while you're actually driving. On the left-hand side, you'll also find one of the JBL speakers. We have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout this unit. Then, across the dedicated floor space and the back of the second row seats, you have this RAV4 branded rubber mat cargo liner. This guy also does 2 different things. First off, it helps protect your vehicle from damage from the cargo, also protecting the cargo from the vehicle itself. Secondly, it helps to keep your space nice and clean. It is much easier to simply pick up and shake off or rinse off this little liner out of the back, rather than any dirt or debris sticking to that typical carpeted interior. On the right-hand side, you have a little storage cubby there, 12-volt adapter, and your interior lighting. Then, if you're looking for your tire kit, look down underneath of the mat. You'll find this little fabric strap. Lift this guy upwards. Everything you need will then be stored right underneath. To close up your space back here, you can reach up to the handles on either side, or just press the electronic button on the left. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. Inside, your interior upholstery is the dual tone of the cream and light gray soft text leatherette, and it has more of this light gray stitching throughout. In the middle, you have access to a folding down armrest / cup holder. This guy can easily fold away to increase your seating capacity. Then on the back of your front passenger seat, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have air vents and chargers down below. And currently we have the RAV4 rubber mat installed in this unit. Inside your door you have your storage space, power window, and rear heated seat control. One of these is on either side for the rear passengers. Back again now to these 2 double lines. These guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here or in here to lock and unlock your unit. Inside, you've got your power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Next to the handle is the memory seat settings, which of course means that you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Hood and gas release are on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, controls for dash brightness, automatic headlamps, defrost for the rear windshield wiper blade. You have your surround view camera, so if you give that a press, you'll find your infotainment turns to this full surround view look of the vehicle. You can also change the perspective you're looking at or stop the video at any point in time, whatever you need to get a look at what's going on near you. Of course, I have the driver's side open, so there's a bit of distortion in the imaging there, but there is further adjustments for this in that top left icon. To get rid of this screen, you can just go back, press that same button again, and it will go back to its normal infotainment state. Next to that is your heated steering wheel control and power trunk release. Got a little storage space up here. You can see that blue interior lighting coming down, just so you can even see what's going on in there at nighttime. On the steering wheel itself, it is a black leather with black stitching. Left side, controls for your dash display, hands-free communication, and your volume control. Right hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes both sonar and lane departure. In the middle here is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the customizable home screen. You can access pretty much anything in here through these side panel buttons. So underneath your home screen, you have your menu settings. This is where you have all the customization, destination, audio, phone, app, projection, info, display, and setup. Setup is all your specifics. Everything from Bluetooth connectivity, you have your audio, phone, voice, vehicle, and navigation, on-suite apps, traffic, and data services. And then clock, language, customizing home screen, theme color settings, you have apps and security, temperature gauges, etc. Then audio listening. This includes AM, FM, and satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity, and you have optional USB adapters as well. And then at the bottom is your built-in navigation. It's fully touch sensitive for ease of use and super customizable to your needs. Along the right hand side, you have all of your radio controls. You have your tune scroll on the bottom right, volume control on the bottom left, four ways in the middle. To the left next to the steering column is your push start ignition. Middle section here is climate control center. Dual climate control up front here means you can either have temperatures synced up, or you can turn off that syncing and then allow them to function independently from one another. Defrost for your front and rear windshield are on the left hand side. There is the optional Eco Heat Cool setting. You can have that on or off. Down below you have your traction control and then three variant levels for both heated and cooled seats. So there's the blue button with the green lights for the cool and the red button with orange lights for the heat. Underneath, you have your 12-volt adapter and USB and aux adapter all the way at the back. Then you have this storage space. You'll notice this little power button. This little pad space back here doubles as a wireless charging pad. It is compatible with all wireless charging devices. Nice thing about this, guys, it has a little slanted in tray design, which means that your phone is super secure in there and it's not going to go flying out of that space. This feature also means you never have to worry again about having charging cord adapters in the vehicle with you, though of course if that's your preference you do have them available to you at the back as well as in the console. But if you do choose to not be using the space for the wireless charging abilities, you can just press that power button, it will go off, turn that little button off, and then it just cut the power to that source. Then next to that is your gear shift. You have your parking brakes and driving options, Eco, Normal, Sport, Mud and Sand to Rock and Dirt, Normal, Snow, and your Downhill Assist. Behind that, you have your cup holder spaces and the console. This guy opens up, you've got a little tray up top, additional chargers down within here. On the right hand side, we have more of this dual-toned leatherette. You've got this storage cubby that goes the whole way across your passenger side, glove box down below. Up overhead on your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, these guys are garage door openers. Right now, of course, you have a normal reflective rearview mirror, but if you flip the switch, it will turn to a camera view behind your vehicle instead. The reason this is such a nice feature to have inside a vehicle with you is if you're driving, of course, you're supposed to be using this to keep an eye on traffic behind yourself, but sometimes you either have people or items inside the vehicle with you, either blocking your view or making it very hard to concentrate. If that is your problem, you can just flip the switch. It will switch to the camera view instead, and you don't have to worry about anyone or anything inside your cab distracting you from seeing behind yourself. Then on top of there, you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and the controls there for your MOONROOF. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota RAV4 Limited in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.